Okay, that says we're live. Now let's check on the... There it is. Okay. Phew. It's been a while since I've done this, so I was not sure if this was going or not. So very excited. Hello, everyone. Phew. It's been a month since I've done a stream, and I almost forgot how to do everything here. Let me do some checks here real quick. Everybody hears me okay? You can see me okay? I've got my partners in crime here. They're both here, but I don't know if you can see them. Let's see. Can everybody hear me? Can you see me? Is everything good? Hopefully. I hope so. I'm just going to start talking, and we'll have to see how everything looks. So, got a lot of catching up to do. Got a lot of stuff that... okay, I forgot to do this. Got a lot of stuff to talk about here that's been going on over the last month. It's weird to know that it's been a month since I've done a live stream. I mean, I was doing them every week. For a while there, I was doing 2 a week, and now I'm down to doing them once a month. I do kind of miss it, but at the same time, I hope you realize why it was that we did it, because we've been able to focus all of our attention on everything else and not streaming. I hope that doesn't sound too bad. I mean, it's certainly not meant to be. I love streaming, but like I talked about several months ago, it was actually, I believe, it was kind of holding us back a little bit. And I wanted to focus solely on the other things that we were doing, and over the course of the last month, that has really taken off. Thank you very much for that. And I've also started, I don't want to call it a whole new series because I've done them before, but brought back Tank Talk, which I'm super excited about. That is the Q&A, KG Q&A, Tank Talk Q&A, comment of the week, bringing all that back and putting them into one video. And it's been so much fun to do those. So, and that's been going well. I mean, you know, it's not doing as well as 10 Things is, but 10 Things is blowing my mind here, folks. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but let's go through the things that have happened in the last month, because we had a big thing happen, and I'm very frustrated about that big thing. But yes, we did become grandparents. Lisa is the hottest grandmother you know. I got something in my teeth. I got like a piece of broccoli in my teeth or something. That's embarrassing. That's going to bother me until I get it out. So, yes, 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks, it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow, Braden was born, and I am going to share with you here some photos. There we go. No, she didn't have triplets. That's 3 pictures of the same baby. Braden was 8 pounds. He was, I don't mean to talk about him in the past tense. When he was born, 8 pounds, 6 ounces, 21.5 inches, big boy. And as you can see in the photos, he's got plenty of smiles. The unfortunate thing about this child is, see, here's the thing, okay? My stepson's fiance, his baby mama, is Hispanic. Hispanic families, they do it right. They do it so much better than us plain old white families. They come together, they converge, and they take care of their own. They take care of their family. So basically, this child was born. 2 days later, they left the hospital, and they didn't have to stay for 2 days because of anything like... There was no reason for that. Like, there wasn't anything wrong, but he was in the hospital for 2 days. Him and Mama, they came home. They came here for like 25 minutes and grabbed some stuff and took off to her sister's house. And that's where they've been ever since. And so I only got to see this baby for about a half an hour. And the worst part about it was that I had the flu at the time. And so I couldn't even get anywhere near him. I could not go to the hospital when he was born. Lisa was barely able to go because she was just getting over the flu. And then, of course, she gave it to me, and I had it when he was born. And yeah, that I didn't even get to hold him, didn't get to do anything like that. But she's gonna be so mad at me for this. But Lisa did. She got to hold him when they came home. And the picture that you're seeing right here, right now, is actually the first time that she was ever able to hold him. Because, like I said, at the hospital, she had the flu. And so she wasn't able to hold him at the hospital or even get anywhere near him. But when he came home, she was through it. She was all done. And she was able to hold him. So I was able to get that close. I was able to take that picture. But I couldn't hold him. And I haven't been able to hold him yet. So very upset about that. But he's doing extremely well. He is in good hands. Her family is spoiling her, taking care of her and the baby. And that's a beautiful thing, you know. So there we go. Hopefully they will come home for good this weekend. And I'll get to hold the child for the first time. He's going to be like the starting middle linebacker by the time I get to hold him for the first time. But no, very, very excited about that. And he is absolutely adorable. And as I showed you in this picture here, just smiling all the time. Happy baby. So very excited about that. And also very frustrated because I haven't been able to hold the child yet. So, but that's okay. I'm going to have many, many, many years to hold him. If he's anything like his daddy, he's going to be a big boy. And his daddy is 6'2". I'm not going to say how much he weighs, but he's a big fella. Not fat, not like that. He's a big guy. And so this one is destined to have some size to him too. So anyway, very excited about that. That was kind of how the month off from streaming started, was with that. And then, yeah, there's been other things that have happened too. Should I leave that up? I'm going to leave this one up here. Because that one's adorable, and I'm going to leave that up for a little bit. Lisa is right outside the room. Hopefully she'll come in here and say hi at some point during our conversation here tonight. But I hope she doesn't yell at me. But why would she yell at me? It's a beautiful picture of her and the baby. I don't know why she would yell at me, but you know, I'm a guy. We always screw things up. So anyway, so there was that. And then while the child was at the hospital being born, I was at home doing nothing but watching The West Wing because I was with the flu and it was a nightmare. Got a lot of West Wing time in, and I watched the entire Punisher season 2. So I got caught up on some TV that weekend. But anyway, we also had over that month a dramatic thing happen with our YouTube channel. Let me see here. What are we seeing here? Oh, okay. So the YouTube channel is taking off, and I'm so excited about that. I mean, I absolutely have to thank all of you, every single person that's watching this. I don't want to get all sappy because, I mean, that's, you know, people do weird stuff like that all the time. But what is this Corey person doing? I keep seeing people yelling at this Corey guy, and it's distracting me. It's not that Corey. It's a different one, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't have a problem with anybody being banned, Candy. So if you want to do that, thank you to Miss Overhauls here tonight, helping us out, as she does with so many other channels. But listen, folks, when I announced that I was going to be doing Glasgow, Scotland, look at that. Welcome, John Hughes, one of my favorite movie guys. I'm sure that's not you, because the John Hughes that I'm talking about is long dead, unfortunately. But thank you for being a new subscriber from Glasgow, Scotland. And that goes right along with what I was talking about. Things have happened. I mean, the channel is going crazy right now. And I do attribute that to that woman that's on the screen right there, as well as the 10 Things series. I mean, it's been unbelievable. And the response that we've gotten from that series is nothing short of overwhelming. And I cannot thank you enough. I hope so much that you're enjoying it as much as it seems like you are. With a lot of views comes a lot of other stuff too, which we'll touch on in a minute. But it's been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing, and the subscribers are going way up. I've got that 100,000 in my sights, and I could not be more excited about that. I saw Rachel. I didn't see the video yet because I'm just a bad person, but I saw the thumbnail for Rachel's video showing her silver play button, and I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy for anyone that achieves that. I think it's a substantial thing to get to that 100,000 mark, and I've got it in my sights, and I'm going for it, folks. And you all are helping me get there, because it seems like, for whatever reason, well, I don't want to say for whatever reason, it's probably because of her, but the channel seems to be taking off, and that's what every YouTube channel dreams of, you know? I mean, I don't particularly care about specific numbers, but to me, 100,000 to me is when, I don't know, I feel like it's a different level of credibility when you get to that level. I think that people take you a little more seriously when you're up there. And then you get that fancy play button, which I've said it a bunch of times is going to go right there whenever I get it, because I'm going to be proud of it, because I never imagined that would ever happen. We are a long way away from that, so I'm not starting to plan any parties or anything like that, but very, very excited about it, and I hope that it happens, you know, at some point soon. If it doesn't, that's fine. I can wait. No big deal. But the 10 Things series, I could not be happier with it. The videos each week have been breaking our personal records. I'm not going to get into numbers because I don't want it to sound like I'm bragging or anything like that. But every single one we've put out so far has broken the records of the one before it. I don't know that the beta episode will. It doesn't seem to be completely going bonkers like the Oscar one did. I guess the Oscar one was something special about Oscars, but I think they're going to probably hold tight to that first position there for a while. But the beta one is doing extremely well too. It started out with the Plecos, and then it went to Oscars and then betas, and all of a sudden things are going absolutely crazy. And that brings me to the next item here. Before Lisa comes in here and yell at me, let me go ahead and take that off. But I said earlier, with more views and with more subscribers comes more other things, and that is negativity. I mean, it happens, and I'm not going to sit here and do a whole thing about, you know, negative comments or drama or mean people or anything like that. But in the beta video, I actually did a whole thing about, hey, Lisa and I say beta. We've been saying beta for as long as we've been keeping fish. I've never done it any differently. I've always said that. I've tried to reprogram my mind to call it betas, and I just can't do it. And I apologized in that video, and then we moved on. I was not able to do that, though, on the way that Lisa pronounces Pleco. She says Pleco. She's not the only person in the world that pronounces it Pleco. It is funny, and it's cute, and it's adorable that she calls it that. I've never known her to call it anything different. She always has called them Plecos. The mean things that people say in the comments, good Lord, it's unbelievable. But, you know, it's part of the deal. It comes with, you know, with the video getting a lot of views. That kind of thing is going to happen. I guess we pronounced everything properly in the Oscar video, so we haven't gotten quite as much negativity there, but it is what it is. What is this I'm seeing in the chat about me shaving my goatee? Shave the goatee 2019. What? Why? Why are people saying this? This is a part of me. It's been a part of me forever. Let me see where this whole thing. Save the goatee. Okay, what is happening here? What is your drink of choice when you hit 100K? I'm not an alcohol drinker, so I'll drink a whole case of Coca-Cola, and I'll burp so loud everybody across the entire country can hear me. Kissimmee, Florida. Look at this. Okay. Shave your goatee at 100K. Please do it for the fans. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you be so cruel? I have had this Oh my Lord. I left the police department in 2004, and I've had it ever since. And sometimes I have the mustache, very rarely, but I've had this. I have not had a bare chin for 15 years. So I don't think you're going to be able to get me to do that. I spend a lot of money on this thing, making sure it's not all gray. So to shave it, no way. No way. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will shave my head at 100,000 subscribers. That's what I'll do. No, we can do something fun if you want to come up with something fun, but shaving the goatee, I don't think I can do it. See, here's the problem. I have a butt chin. You can't see it, but it's there. I got a total butt cheeks on my chin. I don't have a Jay Leno chin that sticks way out, obviously, but I definitely have a butt chin. I got made fun of as a child because of that, and so no way. There's no way I'm going to shave the goatee off. But yes, I was a cop. Somebody said I never knew. I was for 5 years, and I left because I did my time, and that was it. I got my fix, and I moved on. So you know, there wasn't anything dramatic there. We're going to talk about some things I did when I was a cop here, coming up here in a minute, when we touch on something else. But yeah, I spent 5 years with the United States Capitol Police, and there you go. So, Just for Men sponsorship coming soon. Hey, let me tell you something. I would take that in a heartbeat, and you know what? I would have no shame in that whatsoever. The beard, it's, what is it? Beard and mustache, Just for Men. Yep, that's what I use. Light brown. Anybody wants to send me any? No, I'm not going to. You're not going to send me any because you're not going to get my address. You want to know why you're not going to get my address? Because I'm not going to have happen to me what happened to my friend Jeff a couple of weeks ago, folks. That was insane. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is going to be a shock to you as much as it was for me. Jeff Rose Fish Keeping. If you don't know him, you should, because he's awesome. He was in my Pleco video, and our Pleco 10 Things episode. Not long after that, he was swatted, and I never thought in a million years grow a mohawk at 100K. See, y'all talk to me in the chat and you get me distracted. The problem is the mohawk would go to like right there. So I'd have a mohawk from here to here. That would look really bad. No, I mean, I guess I could do the, what's that guy's name? Never mind. Anyway, no, can't do a mohawk. I'm going to thank everybody for the super chats in a minute, but
I got the kids watching out the window, so we're good.
Lisa just said she made sure that the kids are watching out the windows to make sure that if the cops pull up, you know, we're going to be prepared. But no, I've got the window right here. You can't see it, but I have a window that's like 18 inches from my computer screen. It looks right out. We live in a cul-de-sac, so if the cops come, I'm going to know about it. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, some idiot decided to play a practical joke on Jeff Rose, one of the nicest guys in the fish keeping community. This guy's never hurt anybody. He's never even said anything controversial in his videos that I've seen. I can understand if something like this were to happen to me because I've pissed a lot of people off over the years, but not him. I don't get it. Yeah, he might look like a Hell's Angel, but the guy is as nice as can be. I mean, it's the beard makes him look like a Hell's Angel, but somebody called the police on him while he was streaming, and they told the police that something was going on in his house. I don't know what they told him, but yeah, it was enough, whatever they told him, to get a SWAT team to his house. And they barged in while he was streaming. This is called swatting. This is something that has happened online many, many times. I've seen videos of it happening. It's usually to gamers. And I guess people think it's funny that something like that could happen. I, having been a police officer for 5 years, having been through the training where we go through role-playing simulations training, where you're busting down doors and you're going in with live weapons that have simulation rounds in them, which are, everything is exactly the same except for instead of a bullet, it's a paintball. Not a big paintball gun that has compressed air in it. I'm talking real bullets, not real bullets, but real casings that have the same amount of gunpowder and everything else in them, but they have a small paintball at the end instead of a bullet. And so they're called simulation rounds, and these are used for live training exercises. I used these. I shot somebody right here. Yeah, right there. She was pissed. Everybody wears the big ski mask goggles. But anyway, what I'm getting at is I've never been in a real situation like that as a cop. I was a Capitol police officer. I walked around Capitol Hill. Nothing ever happened up there. So I never got into anything like that in real life. But in training, I did. And it's as close to real life as you can ever imagine. And I know, having been in that, how easy it is to have that adrenaline flowing and you're all amped up and you're nervous and you're scared and one wrong move, boom, boom, boom. And so that's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw that this happened to Jeff. He showed some of the footage on his video, on one of his videos. I didn't watch the stream, but he did a video about it and he showed the actual moment when it happened. And there were a couple of moves that he made that could have been it. I'm not saying Jeff did anything wrong. He handled it extremely well. But you have to understand, these guys, these are human beings that are coming into his house, coming through the windows, banging down the door. They're coming in, and they're coming in with adrenaline at 11 because they've been told something catastrophic is happening inside of that house. And so they show up and they come in guns drawn, and this big burly guy is sitting there with his beard, and he's this big dude, intimidating looking dude. One wrong move and that could have been the end. And we would have been having a completely different conversation. A simple move like when he went to take his headphones off could have been it. And that scared the crap out of me when I was watching it. If I had been watching it live, I probably would have had a heart attack because I would have been like, oh my God, you know? So it's unfortunate that this kind of thing can happen in this community. I'm sitting here watching out the window because I mean, there's only like 3 people that have my address. I know who all 3 of them are, and I don't know that any of them would do something like that. But man, it's very depressing that something like that could happen. And again, if it happened to me, I would kind of understand it because I've gotten on a lot of people's bad side. But Jeff, no, come on. It's just crazy that something like that has infiltrated the fish keeping world. And you know what? Whoever did that, I'd love to meet with you. I'd love to have a meeting with you. There's a couple buildings around here that it's pretty dark behind them. We can meet behind one of those buildings, you think? And we'll have a talk about it. We'll figure things out, just me and you. I'd love to have a talk about that because whoever you are, you're a coward and you need to be put down. And I don't mean put down, put to death. I mean put down on the ground and taught a lesson. I'll leave it at that. And if you don't think that can happen, tell me where that building is and I'll meet you there and we'll figure it out. But anyway, I'm not trying to be a tough guy here. It's probably some dork sitting in his basement that has no friends and, you know, is playing a joke on somebody that he thought was funny. He was probably sitting there watching going, and what would have happened if Jeff had made that wrong move? I mean, the conversations we'd be having right now, I probably wouldn't be streaming right now. I'd be like, nope, too risky, can't do it. Who knows? And then, of course, there is also the dog thing, too. Jeff has I don't know what kind of dog he has, but the dog's name is Dozer. You don't have little dogs like this named Dozer. So I'm assuming it is a big dog. When I hear the name Dozer, I'm assuming minimum like a boxer, but I'm thinking something more like Amstaff or a Mastiff or German Shepherd at least, or something big. And, you know, what if that dog had made the wrong move? Because cops aren't going to ask questions about dogs. So, you know, I mean, anyway, it was a shame to see that make it to the fish keeping world. And it makes me sad that especially that it would happen to him. I mean, there's a few people I could name that if it happened to them, I'd be like, you know, I'd feel bad, but that makes a little bit more sense than it happening to Jeff Rose. So what are you doing? You going to come in and say hi?
Yes.
So Grandma's here.
Oh, stop it. It's Mimi.
The star of 10 Things is here. We were just talking about Jeff Rose. I'm sure you heard.
Yeah, I heard.
So
You're trying to act like a badass.
Hey, don't curse on my live stream. What's wrong with you?
Hey, everybody. Hey, Candy.
So, all right. So, hey, take over for a little bit. I'll sit here and have a vape.
Alrighty. Well, I don't know what to say. Where do I even look?
Right here.
Oh, okay, because I'm looking there. So it's up.
Don't bang the table because it moves the camera.
Oh, my goodness. So it's been a long time. Like, what, a whole month? Jeez. Gosh, I feel like I've been on the camera more than that, though. But what's up, everybody? It's good to be here and chat and whatever. So, let's see. Wow. Hi, everybody. Oh, I love that. Full Moon Aquatics. Hi, Glamaw. I like that. My friend, she calls herself Glamaw. And it's adorable. I can't steal that from her because she, like, literally lives across the street. So I'm just going to go with Mimi.
Mimi sounds so old. And what does that mean? I got to be called Pee-Pee? No.
But anyways. You know what? I keep seeing this guy ask, or girl, I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you. Is it normal to have to readjust airflow in an egg tumbler every day to keep eggs moving a bit? I remember when we did this, gosh, seems like forever ago, I pretty much was in charge of all of that after a while because I like to keep breeding them. But no, maybe your line is just clogged up. Maybe a little bit of water is getting in there or something, and you just need to take the line off. But you shouldn't have to readjust it every single day.
Yeah, it could be that you don't have the air up high enough to begin with.
Yeah, that's very true.
The eggs are they are fragile, but they're not as fragile as you think. And if you have the air high enough to where the eggs are literally coming up off of
that's too
the
much.
Bottom, no, that's fine.
No,
you don't want them hitting the top.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
but
about.
as long as they're moving and they're not resting on the bottom,
yeah,
then
like bubbling
then you're
a
good.
little bit, yeah.
So
it's so much fun. I miss that. I miss the tumblers. I miss breeding African cichlids.
I've told people a million times. Everybody asks, would we ever open a store? No, but we would consider breeding again. I would go back to that before I'd go back to anything else.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Let's see. I gotta thank some people for some super chats here. Let me get to that because I don't want to get too far behind on that. So CC Games, we're used to seeing them come through him. I'm assuming him again. Love the new Tank Talk videos. Miss the live stream. Yeah, well, thank you. But also, sorry that we're not streaming as much. But and Paul Martin, of course.
Thank you, Paul.
Bald just like Grandpa. Jill Redding for $1.99 says you are going to get there. Yeah, we're working on it, and thank you for the clips that we used in the videos. And Mike Howell says for the tip jar, what's coming up on 10 Things? Yeah, we can talk about that. So I have, because I am very disciplined and I am, I'm good. I shouldn't say I'm good because it's not like you're not. I have already recorded the next 4 episodes of 10 Things. And I'm getting to my list now. I sit down and I do them all in one sitting. I'll do 4. She does them one at a time, and that's fine. So this weekend is aquarium maintenance. 10 things you should know about maintaining an aquarium. And then we've got aquarium filters. It's kind of a hodgepodge of everything. We talk about all the different types of filtration and then a little bit of information on each one. And then fish stores. This one is going to be unique, and I'm a little bit nervous about this one, if I'm being honest. Got a special guest on that one for 2 things. And then the 12th episode is going to be breeding fish for profit. We were just talking about that. I mean, we can certainly talk all night long about that. So that was an easy episode for me to record. Somebody said something about a camera. Is something wrong with our camera?
Oh, wow. We're missing a lot of chats.
Oh, whoa. Who's that from? IFG.
Aww.
IFG comes in and says, you know what? I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just going to make a statement with my money. And he
Thank
puts
you.
down $25, dude. Much love. Thank you.
Thank you very
I
much.
think somebody just asked what kind of camera that is. Was that you, Fish Nerd Vlogs? Pretty sure that was you, Joe. It's a SL2 is what we're using back there. That's what we use. Obviously, we're not using that right now because that would be weird. But it's a Canon SL2. That's the camera that we use. The microphone that you see on there is the Rode Video Micro. That is what we were using. And I still do for what?
I was just going to point out the little girls back there, your baby dolls.
Oh, why'd you look over here then? Well,
Oh, wasn't.
oh, anyway. So we were using that, and let me tell you, because Joe is a young YouTuber. Not all comments are bad. Not all comments that hurt your feelings are bad. No, I'm not telling him that. I'm telling anyone that makes YouTube videos, because one of the most common questions I get is, how do you deal with negative comments? How do you deal with? Believe me, we've been getting a lot of those
You got to
lately.
laugh about it.
For most of them, you have to laugh about it. When somebody makes fun of her for saying Playco, we laugh it off. It's no big deal. That's the way she says it. If you don't like it, don't watch.
I say Playco, sorry.
But for the first like 7 or 8, I don't even think we've had that many. What am I saying? For the first several 10 Things episodes, we had a bad audio situation going on. There was a lot of echo, and it was worse with her. I think it's you're 5'4".
It made me echo really bad. No,
She's
5'3".
5'3", and I'm 6 feet tall. Just that little bit of difference made a huge difference in the audio. I would use the exact same microphone she was using, which is that one, and it sounded fine. But with hers, it sounded echoey. And so we were getting so many comments about that. And so
I have a squeaky voice. You have a deep voice. I have a squeaky voice. I've told you before, my voice actually annoys me. So,
well, but we got a lot of comments on that, and it hurt my feelings a little bit. But we corrected the problem. We corrected it. I don't know if you can see it. It's so hard to do this. I don't know how dentists do it. Okay, see right there.
that
See the wire hanging there. We've got a lavalier microphone that we're using now for the 10 Things episodes. Problem solved. The last video, the beta, 10 Things About Betas, we both used that microphone, and it turned out really good. So that's how we're doing it from now on. And there you go. But that's what we're using.
and I say beta, not beta.
Yeah, we're bad people for that, and you're a bad person for saying Playco.
Beta, beta and Playco. Sorry, I have a problem with my E's.
That kind of thing doesn't bother us one bit, but
And I say it this way. I've always said it. I'm not changing it. I'm not saying it because I want attention for extra comments to be said and stuff like that. That's just how I say it. But, you know what? I guess I could go with that.
I mean, here's the thing. For both of us, we've always said beta, and she's always said Playco. I've always said it right. I've always said Playco. But if you try to fix it, that's when it sounds robotic, and that's when it doesn't sound right. If I was to say beta all the time, I would sound like a weirdo. So, you know, just do it how we do it, and if people don't like it, it's unfortunate, but there it is. Twin City Guppies comes in. King Lee says, when are you two gonna get guppies in your fish room? Oh, yeah. And did you know Candy is going to say thank you to me? I did not know Candy was going to say thank you to you, but I'm looking forward to seeing what that's all about. Enlighten me on Python water changers, please. 1974, you were born the same year as me, if that's your birth year. I just did a whole video about it. If you scroll down, you'll see it. The video is... What's the title? Best invention for the aquarium hobby? Something like that?
I don't know. I don't watch your videos.
Yeah, she doesn't watch my videos. Okay, let's see.
Blimpus. Hi, Lisa. How are the discus? Well,
Oh, you should have proofread that before you...
No, I want to say it. The discus that I got, I was really excited about getting them, but I purchased discus from somebody I never purchased from, and I was very, what's that word?
Impulsive.
Impulsive. I always buy discus from Hans. Always. And I have been successful. I've had no problems whatsoever with Stenker discus. And I made the mistake of purchasing discus from somebody else. I'm not going to say who. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus. They were diseased, and I lost all of them but one. And it's something that I'm just going to put past me and move on. There's no hard feelings.
Sure there is.
No, I don't have hard feelings.
Are you going to buy discus from them again?
No, I will not. But,
so there's hard feelings.
But I feel bad that the discus died. I feel bad that they did not survive. They were young and they had a parasite. What can I say? It's just I did everything I could. I did everything that you could possibly do to treat a diseased discus, and I lost them. And it's sad, and I have to move on with it, but I'm not giving up discus. I want discus, and we're going to do it the right way this time, or at least I am. Once we get the 125 set up, I'm going to go to Hans, and I'm going to get them, and I'm just going to restart all over again. And at least I know when I do get those from him, I'm going to have quality, healthy discus that I don't have to worry about that. So, sorry, I keep banging on the table. But anyways, that's what happened to the discus. I no longer have them. I have one in a tank all by him or herself, and I'm going to keep it that way.
Actually right there.
Yeah,
You can see him.
he's going to be by himself probably forever. Unfortunately, it's a sad life to live, but I'm not going to risk diseasing any other fish. So now I have my 75-gallon tank, and I'm very pleased with that. I had picked up some Purple Emperor Tetra from Rachel, and these fish are doing wonderful. They're healthy, and I mean, what can I say? I mean, I'm so happy with them. I just want to breed them, so I'm working on that. But yeah, so
And to
I hope
answer,
I answered your question about the discus.
And to answer King Lee's question, guppies are in the plans.
Definitely in the plans.
They are absolutely in the plans.
Guppies, for sure.
And it's probably going to be what's going to inhabit that tank, because that's the only nano tank that I now have complete control over, and because she's taken over the nano world with us. So
Those are my other projects.
So Amber Fowler, I believe, even asked this question prior to the stream starting, so I want to make sure I get it here. I hope you can help. How many water changes should I do a day? I have a 75-gallon, and I took our advice on 50% water changes for a week at least to lower the ammonia levels. So here's the thing. I have no idea what you're talking about, because I don't know what your situation is. Are you doing a fish in cycle? And hopefully you're still with us here tonight. But if you're doing a fish in cycle, a 50% water change every day is definitely a good idea, because that ammonia is going to keep creeping up until the bacteria gets a hold of it. So if that's what you need to do, if the ammonia is getting dangerous levels and it's starting to affect the fish, yeah, you should be doing 50% water changes every single day. Just the water, nothing else, until it gets under control. That's the way I've always done it. It's one of those things where you have to look at your tank and you have to get a feel for what's happening. If there's an ammonia problem in the tank because it's going through the cycle, it's going to be blaringly obvious, because the water's going to start getting cloudy. The fish are not going to be acting right. You put your face up to it, you can smell it. It's ugly. So do as many water changes as you need to do to get through that. But again, just the water, not anything else. So I hope that helps. If you're a scouser, why didn't your sentence end in like? Joel, I'm not sure what that means. Is that a New Zealand thing? I'm not sure what that means. Scouser. I got attacked by the Arowana police last week. I've been attacked by them too. Yeah, they're hardcore, the Arowana people. You should see what they do to Joey. It's not even cool at all. Yeah, the Arowana police, they're a tough crowd, but I love them because that's my favorite fish. So what are you going to do? Just not sure I know spitting food out is a sign of parasites as well, right? I don't know where that came from. That sounds like an addition to something else. But I suppose it certainly could be a sign for parasites, but it could be a sign for a lot of things. IFG says Placo in Texas. See? Nice. Why do we have so many people making fun of her then? I'm going to start fighting people is what I'm going to do.
Stop. You're really on fire tonight, aren't you?
I don't understand. I mean, let's be real. I do understand why, but at the same time, it's like, you look at her and she's cute and adorable. Why would you make fun of her like that? That's like making fun of that dog. Why would you make fun of that dog?
You're comparing me to a dog. Thanks, Sean.
No, I didn't do that. You did that.
No, you just said. No, whatever.
Jesse. Everybody's talking about Jesse. Who's Jesse? Where's Jesse? I don't know who Jesse is. Did you get flower horns? I don't think that has to do anything with us. I would love to get some guppies from you. I would love to get guppies from Twin City Guppies too. No, your cam is good. Thank you. We've gotten so many compliments on the video quality of our edited videos. And it's all because of that camera. I mean, that camera is fantastic. It's amazing, and it's definitely worth the money. John, can you recommend the Python water changer? We still got that going on. Did my video get deleted? Is it not out there anymore, or what? I'm still getting over the flu, by the way. Both of us are still coughing every once in a while. Any big fish deal plans? Up in the air. Because we only live an hour from there. And we were talking about going, but there's a field hockey tournament that weekend.
Yeah.
And it's Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in Virginia Beach.
Not going to go up there just for Sunday. So I don't know. It's up in the air. My family's also coming into town because it's my brother's 50th birthday. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on that weekend, but it'd be a shame to not make it to a show that's right up the road from us. People generally from Liverpool, UK, my family, have a very thick accent and quick moving speaking that usually ends with the word like. Kind of like Canadians say a. Oh, okay. I gotcha. In the U.S., the word like is typically used by teenagers. Like everything is like this, like she said, like.
That was the 80s.
So, no, they still talk that way in this house now. And it gets on my nerves. Will you dab at 100K? Sure, why not? Somebody was saying I should shave my goatee. I've been with this woman for 10 years. And she's never seen me without hair on my chin. You've never seen my butt chin before. You would leave me if I shaved this off and you saw.
I did it one time, actually.
I never did.
I've seen your butt chin.
No, you have not.
Yeah, I saw your butt chin once. It was a long time ago.
You've seen it in pictures.
And I said, put that back on your face.
Okay. I think we're getting down to the bottom. Wow, we are. Okay. Teresa Cookie? Teresa? I don't know what's going on here. So this is why when you depend on the chat, it's trouble. Have not proofread this. I hope I don't get myself in trouble. Help, sorry for the scare, but I must get answer. My 9-call tank had for some reason looks foggy on top, but clear everywhere else. My fish act fine. Do I need a surface skimmer? What can I do? It's troubling. Cloudy on the top, but not on the bottom? That's weird. We've never had that happen. I've never had that happen before. I would assume algae bloom. If it's... that's weird. That's a new one to me. That's... I don't know. I wish I could help you, Dylan's little hobbies on YouTube. I mean, it seems like an algae bloom to me. Surface skimmer, I mean, that... Us fish keepers are always in the overkill game. We go crazy, we see one little thing, and we say, it must mean that I need to go and buy this, and it doesn't mean that. How many tanks do you see on YouTube that are the most amazing thing in the world, and all they have is a sponge filter in it? I mean, it can be done.
How are the fish acting? I mean,
he said they're acting fine.
Fish are acting fine. Hmm.
Clear everywhere else. My fish act fine. Do I need a surface skimmer? I mean, it could be. That's hard. That's hard for me to say. John, a few of my fish have slightly thin bellies. Could that be parasites or could it be something else? It most certainly could be parasites. Pay attention to their poop. I know that sounds weird, but...
And are they eating?
Are they eating? Pay attention to their poop. If their poop is white, react. React fast. Type in treating parasites on YouTube and you'll be good. Okay, butt chin. Yeah, Mr. Bees is making fun of my butt chin. You haven't seen it either, so don't you be making fun of me. My middle school students still use like all the time. See, I told you. Listen to them. You've got 3 daughters. Listen to them and you'll see. I just wanted to know how many times a day should I do water changes? Only once a day, or can I do more than one? Amber, if you are able to do more than one, you are not going to hurt your fish by doing more water changes. The problem that a lot of people have, I've explained this 1,000 times, but I'm going to do it again because I like you and you've been here the whole time. Where people get themselves into trouble during the cycling process is they clean too much. And so I said it before, I'm going to say it again, only the water. If you're cycling your aquarium right now, only the water. Don't mess with anything else. Don't clean out your filter. Don't scrub the inside of the tank and all that. Just change water. Water out, water in, and that'll help you get through that.
She didn't say anything about cycling, though.
But I'm just assuming because that's what I do. I used to be a like teenager. Oh, the shame. Plico, Placo, tomato. It's a regional thing, and seriously, who cares? I could not agree more. What was I going to do? I don't stand there and hold the camera while she's recording. When she records her episodes of 10 Things, we put the green screen up in here. She sets the camera up and she goes. I'm at work. And she likes it that way because she doesn't like me sitting there. It intimidates her or whatever. Or she just doesn't like me. When I get home and I watch it, am I really going to say, you know what? I don't like the way you say Placo. I'm going to need you to re-record all of that? No, I'm absolutely not going to do that. I think it's adorable that she calls them Placos, and I'm not going to change it. And I say beta, so who am I to criticize somebody for saying the word Placo? I think it's cute because it sounds like playful. So anyway, have you ever used DIY osmocote? Nope, haven't used those. I have not used those, Connor. Sorry. I don't even know what those are. Because I'm not a huge planted guy. She's getting into it. I love planted aquariums. George Farmer is a god. And Chris Lukop and what's the other guy's name? Oliver Knott. All those guys are gods. But I'm not good with plants.
Oh,
I kill them.
Did you show him the calendar that we got? Chris sent us a calendar.
For people who really follow KGTropicals and are members of the Facebook group, you know that I do a monthly live stream over there too, where I talk about the 4 topics coming up on 10 Things. And I did one of those a month ago, and Chris Lukop came on there and asked me, have I received my package? I said, nope, I don't. He's one of those that has my address. I said, nope, I don't have it. And a couple of weeks later, it showed up. Oh, I can't stop burping. This is getting embarrassing.
I love this book.
This unbelievable book. It's written in 3 different languages, signed by the authors, including Chris. And it's unbelievable. And I wish I could tell you where you could get this book. It's got so many pretty pictures. Look at the beautiful pictures. They're just amazing. Unbelievable stuff here. And I haven't gotten a chance to go all the way through it yet, but everywhere where there is text, it's in 3 different languages, which I think is awesome. It even says D-E-F-R or E-N to tell you which one to read. Love it. I'm going to be going through that very soon. And Cardinia Shrimp Calendar 2019. This is absolutely incredible. I got to figure out where to put this. And it's cool because it's one of those, it's just one page that hangs up. You don't have to have the 2. I have a Chihuahua calendar somewhere, and it's the picture and then the calendar's down at the bottom, where this one is just the numbers going across the bottom. I love it. And it's all different shrimp. Absolutely gorgeous. And I have something that you don't. And I'm lucky for this. We are lucky for this. A Dennerley towel. The simple things that make me happy. A Dennerley towel. I'm almost afraid to use it because it's just so pretty. That's what the package was that was sent to us from Chris Lukop. I'm going to have the calendar hung up somewhere in this backdrop here. So you'll get to see it 11 more times. But no, you'll get to see it in Tank Talk videos and stuff like that too. I'm going to frame Priscilla's picture and put that somewhere prominent, and I'll probably put the calendar right there. Yeah, I've only had that for what, 4 months now, 5 months?
We still have to frame Jimmy's picture too of the discus.
And the puffer.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any angelfish? We do not. We do not have angelfish, but stay tuned. All right. We've been talking about some plans of things that we want to do. I have not announced it on the channel, nor do I know when I will announce it on the channel, but the plans include that tank becoming an angel tank. And one of my 125s that you used to be able to see in the backgrounds of my videos would be where they would go. So angels are definitely in the plans. I love angels. I've always loved them. And yeah, they're in the plans. So, and the 6 lemon Oscars in the 240 is definitely a plan. When that's going to happen, though, I don't know. I think she means biofilm on the surface. That could be. I mean, biofilm on the surface is a completely different thing than the top of the water being foggy. And so if that's the case, I mean, just simple movement of the water would fix the biofilm. I love you guys. I can't wait until my tank looks like yours. Oh, or a tank until my tank is like yours. My cichlids are my life. I do everything I can to one day have a showroom tank. I wonder which one she's talking about. That one or that one?
Probably yours.
Christine A. Lucas sending you a little gift to thank you for the beta video. Aww. Or beta. Should I be polite and say beta?
Thank you so much.
You did a few days ago. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. That means a lot. We know how important betas are, or betas are, to so many people. And that's why it was important for us to really nail it on that one. I think that if I had to do it over again, I think I would probably improve some of my parts on there. But anyway, now we're getting into some weird stuff here. But
I would still say what I said about breeding them.
That was raw opinion. Lisa right there.
Yeah.
That's what I deal with every day.
Well, when you believe in something, then you want to tell other people. I'm not trying to do a video to say, hey, yeah, betas are awesome. You should breed them. I don't believe in breeding beta. That doesn't mean I think other people are bad for breeding beta. I just think it's...
I'm pretty sure you can say betas, plural, instead of beta. Yeah, I mean, people are going to make fun of us. Come on.
I don't care. Whatever. But anyways, it's my opinion. I think if you can go to a store and, well, I mean, even getting them from the store, you're buying them and they're just going to put more on the shelf. I know. But I feel like I'm saving a poor little fish from a horrible life by buying them. So that's just me. Whatever.
The chat skipped, folks. So if I missed you, I'm sorry. Somebody's saying Steamfot. I haven't seen him in here yet. Is he in here? He made fun of me. He said I was 89 years old the other day. Oh. And I don't remember why he said it. King Lee's asking if I'm going to sell that book. I ain't selling that book. There is no money. That was a gift from my friend in Germany, and that is a precious thing to me. I will not sell that book. But if I find out where you can get that book, King Lee, I will tell you. I will definitely let you know.
Where are you even at?
I'm trying to go back. I don't know. I'm not. See, you see it?
You're messing it all up.
You see what it just did? That was not me. It's it skips.
Is on the mouse.
I know.
Okay.
Bob is here. All right, Bob's here.
Hey, Bob.
I'm surprised he hasn't insulted me yet.
Well, you wouldn't see it because you don't know how to do the chat right.
You should get Leopoldi Angels. I would do platinums, but Joey's done that. And then I would look like I'm copying Joey.
I've had platinum.
I know you have, but he's got a beautiful platinum tank right now. I don't think he got rid of the platinums.
They are a beautiful fish.
But I've got a friend that breeds the Goldens, and I think I'm going to go with that because I love the Goldens too. And yeah, there you go. I kind of do think I want to go with all of one particular type of angel instead of a mixture, just in case they breed.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. It's kind of what I want to do with the discus as well.
They want to sleep with each other. You see them looking at each other. It's because they don't like sleeping apart from each other. Love your channel. Your videos helped a lot. See, you see what happened right there, right? We just lost that comment. Somebody was saying something nice about us. Helped a lot when I got my first peacocks. That is awesome, Curtis. I'm glad I could help with that. So what besides beta pellets would you feed a fussy Oscar? Besides beta pellets?
What? Did you skip something?
I don't know. It's not me. It's the stupid chat skips all over the place. You can look up the book's title on Amazon. Yeah, we could do that, but I'm not going to do it because I'm in a live stream right now. But you're absolutely right. I don't even... Somebody who... Well, it's not like you can say it in the chat. But there you go. Get a good look at that. Wasserwelten? Wasserwelten. Is that how it would be said in German? Wasserwelten? Yeah, look that up. And maybe it would be on Amazon. So, $29.95, but that is in euros. So I don't know what that means in any kind of money that you have. But anyway, is that a saltwater tank behind you? Nope, that is a freshwater African cichlid tank. It just looks very blue, and I mean the lights. It's a Fluval 3.0 Sea Marine light on there. It's got a lot of blue in it, and I like that. That's why I got that light. Somebody made fun of me in the comments yesterday, I think it was, commented on that light. He buys the coral light and puts it on African cichlids. Yeah, and that's why, because look how good it looks. So, yeah, nanny boo-boo. I lost all my tank past weekend. Ouch. I've been there. That hurts.
Just stop touching.
You saw what happened there. She sees it. Angelfish question. 10-gallon tall. No. You can't have an angel in a 10-gallon tall. Okay, let me read it. 10-gallon tall planted tank with 10 ember tetras, pandacories, and 1 endler. A good place for angelfish. No. See, I knew that. I knew the answer before I even read it. No, a 10-gallon is way too small for angels. They get very tall. Watch 10 things you should know about angels. Somebody put a link down there for him or her, whoever that was. No, that's way too small. For angel babies, sure, but they get way too big for that. Wasserwelten is on Amazon for $69. Only one left. Y'all better get on it. I got mine right here. I don't need to pay for it. Do you have logo stickers? I do not, but I sure do have a cool logo, don't I?
What kind of rabbits are those?
How dare you?
Oh, Max.
They're not rabbits, they're rats. I love little dogs. I'm sorry. I like big dogs too. I've had plenty of those. I've had Rottweilers. I've had a golden retriever. I've had big dogs. But I wanted lap dogs. And guess what? I got a dog in my lap right now, and she's got one in her lap, and that's what it's for. So there you go. Stickers are something I've never gotten stickers done. But I probably should. I got a Tozawa sticker right there, but that's mine. You can't have that one. Maybe one day. I don't know. Kenley, you can book from 7C. Oh, somebody else is selling that too. Let's see. Let me see something here. Okay. So we're coming up on the 1 hour mark. Is anybody streaming at 9 o'clock on Thursdays? I don't even know. I think Jeff Rose pretty much streams every night of the week, doesn't he?
No, he's cut back. And he's in Florida.
You seem to know a lot about what he's doing. Jeff?
Okay.
But no. Does anybody else stream on Thursday nights? And now Corvus comes in. Yay! Now he's here. Now we can party. Now when we're, almost ready to shut things down. I don't know if we're going to shut things down or not. I guess it depends on what we got going on in here. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to scroll through the chat anymore. We're going to watch the chat, and we're going to see what we can do as it's going. Yeah. If we miss you, I'm sorry. But the stupid scrolling thing, it messes us up too much. So I'm not going to scroll. But I had this moved over before, so it showed a lot more of your tank. Jeff Rose streams on Saturdays. Yeah, he was streaming like 3-4 nights a week, though. I don't remember. I love the blue background on your 75. Going to do that. It's not a blue background. That's a black background, but it looks blue because of the light. And I've had a lot of people say that, and it absolutely does look blue in there. But it's not. It's black. It's just the light has a lot of blue in it.
Oh, hi, Caleb.
Is Caleb here? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Caleb, what is up, my friend? Why put out a fire when it's still burning? What?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what you meant by that. Did we have a fire? Was there? I don't know. What are you vaping on? I get in so much trouble when I talk about what I'm vaping on in these videos. People get so mad, and there you go. But it's a Geek Vape Griffin and Aegis. Yeah, that's what that is. And juice I make for myself. I want to see merch at 100K. There's merch now. It's right below this video. At least it should be. Through Teespring. And you can order black shirts with the logo, and you can order pink shirts with the logo that is hers. How's Lisa's plants doing? There they are. The tank is so dark. Yeah. And Joel, it's probably your fault. I don't know. No, I'd like for it to be your fault, but
John
no.
Gets mad because I put in the almond leaves. It's
too dark.
No, I do it just because I know that the fish like that, and I'm not trying to start a blackwater tank or anything because I really don't know anything about that. I was just trying to add a little bit of something to help them and get everything going good for them, and they're really happy. And the plants are doing good. Some not so well. I can really grow algae. I am so good at growing algae. And the, what do you call that? What are those devil things called? Whatever, the plants. Most of them are doing good. I've had a few things die off, but I don't know, it is what it is.
Joel, you're killing me here, dude. I like you. You're my friend, okay? But stop fueling this woman. He's saying tannins are a good thing. Stop it. Because look how dark that tank is. I don't want that.
My fish are happy.
They're very happy, and they'd be real happy if their water was clear like that,
well,
too.
You just worry about your tank, I'll worry about mine.
But I know. But you know what? Those plans that we were talking about, they will involve moving both of those tanks. So I won't have to look at it all day when I'm in here on the weekends.
And I'll add even more. Oh, then I will make it a blackwater tank.
That's fine. Hey John, how long does it take fish to start eating after treating for parasites? I'm using API General Cure. It's not something that usually takes a long time. When they do start eating, that's a good sign. That means they're feeling better. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to say exactly when, because you don't know how far along they were and all that kind of stuff. So, but it shouldn't be more than a couple, 2-3 days, I would imagine. But that's what you're going to want to be looking for, is for them to start eating. And somebody said they bought the Do Your Job shirt, which that's very exciting. We took those down because nobody was buying them. Nobody's buying any of the other shirts either, but nobody was buying the Do Your Job shirt. So I was like, it's taking up space. I'll go ahead and take that off. I took those off and I added her pink shirts because she has a thing. She wears pink in every 10 Things video. She wanted to make sure that there were pink KGTropicals shirts out there. So, I said I wasn't going to scroll anymore. I'm starving and it's time to grub. I'm holler at you guys later. Thanks for all the great. Well, thank you very much, Dirty Tanking. I like that name. That's really cool. So going beach fishing after this. It's nighttime.
Nice.
It's nighttime.
But that's fun.
At least it is here anyway. It does look natural. Yeah, it does. But it looks good on camera. But right here, it's not that it looks bad. It just looks dark. But anyway. Famous Jones. That's our guy. 75 is looking good. Thank you. Well, she thanks you because it's her tank.
Thank you.
Unless you're talking about that one, then thank you.
It's not always about you.
Well, he said 75. There's two 75s. We don't know which one he's talking about.
I'll write my name on mine and write your name on yours.
No, I don't think that's necessary. Candy's got the book. Look at that. She's got the link to the book. How good is Candy?
She's awesome. Best mod ever. Are you at 400 yet, Candy? Do you have 400 subscribers
She
yet?
checks quite a bit.
Yeah.
She does.
That's because Candy told me about this new app. So,
Oh, yeah.
I use it all the time. You're on it too, Candy, because I'm watching you.
She wants to have a competition who can have the most subscribers with no content.
I'm only at 182. Candy, you're at like 387 now?
That's because she's got her biggest fan, Jamie McDonald, is constantly pushing everybody to subscribe to her. Well, it's a good thing. Do you have guppy experience? They're supposed to be easy, but I just lost 4 in quarantine after about a week. Good parameters, looked good, just died. What gives? Wow, that's hard to say what gives, but I do have guppy experience.
392.
And they, to me, they have been, I don't want to call them easy. You got to do your job with every fish, but I have not found them to be a fish to struggle with. King Lee would definitely be more prepared to answer that because he's certainly got a lot more experience with guppies than I do. A million times more experience than I do, but I have, I don't know. I mean, I've always found them to be quite easy, but I have to do it because I thought there was something up here. Oh, Moist AF. Does that stand for what I think it is? AF? It's 10 a.m. here. Wow. So you're like on the other side of the world. What do you think of Dallas barbecue? I don't know Dallas barbecue, but not a fan of many things that come from Dallas, except for IFG. And, well, that's probably about it. I don't know. Tony Romo. I'm a fan of Tony Romo, the commentator. I think he did a good job in the Super Bowl. I hated him when he was with the Cowboys. I hate Jason Witten as a commentator. I think he's bad. Sorry. I hated you as a football player too, Jason Witten, because, you know, of course he's watching. Hated you as a football player, but it's because of how good you were. And you were on the team that I hate the most. So understand that me saying, Jason, I know you're watching, me saying I hate you is a compliment. So there you go. Just like I'm sure you hate Jordan Reed when he plays. But Dallas barbecue, I'm not familiar with. Probably wouldn't eat it. I'd probably go for more of a St. Louis style or a New York, really, because they're known for barbecue. North Carolina. But anyway, I like all barbecue. So look at me. Obviously, I eat quite a bit of barbecue. The one on the left, of course. Yeah, he was talking about yours. Yeah, shocker. Dallas Barbecue is a restaurant chain in the New York City area. Oh, okay. Well, then I probably would go there. But no, I haven't been there. I know you live up there, Famous, but I've not been there. The only chains we have here are like Smoky Bones or Dixie Bones or something. But I think that's pretty much just like the region. I don't think Q is a national. But yeah, Q Barbecue is near us, and that's the guy that used to be on the Barbecue Pit Masters. I don't remember his name because who cares? But he makes good barbecue. Let's see. Just saw my fish King Lee guppies in person, and I agree with Corey. Best guppies in the world. Can't wait to see my buddy get some fry. That's awesome. Yeah, we saw a bunch of his fish at the Aquatic Experience, and they were amazing. I saw IFG saying he's going to be at Aquashella. Well, if we were going to be there, which unfortunately we're not, I wouldn't believe you, IFG, because that's what you said about the Aquatic Experience, and I was there, and I was waiting for you. I was sitting out front like this, waiting, and you never showed up. So, but I know that's in your neck of the woods, so I would expect you to be there. I don't think we're going to make it to Aquashella. Chicago, still up in the air, but Dallas is not going to be in the cards for us.
Canes, yeah. Yum, yum.
I've never heard of Raising Cane's.
I've ate there before.
Down here in East Tennessee, we have Buddy's Barbecue, and it's awesome.
Wait, I might be thinking of Raising Cane's when I went to California. Is that where it is? Cicla 23? Raising Cane's in California? Like LA area? I think I ate there. It's a chicken place.
IFG's laughing at me. You did lie to us. You told us. You told me you were going to be there, and you didn't show up. And don't you try saying that it was Bob impersonating you, because I know he's done that. It wasn't him. It was you. You two got to come up for the AGA. I would love to make a West Coast trip and go see you and go see Corey and go see Bob and give him a hard time and go to AGA. She was talking about wanting to do that. I would be going out there to hang out with y'all. I mean, I love looking at plants, but I'm not into them like I am fish. I love them. We're going to do a 10 Things episode on aquarium plants. Joel, maybe you could help us out with that. But I would not fly across the country to go to a planted aquarium show. Don't be offended by that. If you guys weren't there, I wouldn't even consider it. But the fact that all of you live there, Zenzo would probably get him to come up and stuff like that. I mean, I would probably do it, but
I want to go to Washington State. I think that would be fun. Because that's where Grey's Anatomy is, and I really want to go.
Anyway. So, I'm trying to get her to watch The West Wing. She is a very much a conservative person, and I'm not going to talk politics because why would I do something stupid like that? But I lean conservative on some and liberal on some, so I mean, I can't get her to watch The West Wing. I mean, but that's a great show. I'm on season 3, episode 13. That's a great show. Love it. AGA, people talking about AGA. I'm playing Madden 16. Just completed a pass to Witten. Oh, yeah, shocker. Catches everything. I hear Aquashella is mostly saltwater. Zenzo and I rooming for Aquashella. Don't get him in any trouble, IFG. Zenzo's a good guy, and I know you're a troublemaker. So, no, I'm joking. Where do you get your plushy plecos? I used to get them from myself. Well, it's not like we make them, but we used to sell them. I think the place to get them now is like, what's that store called? They were right next to us at the Aquatic Experience.
Hair all over me.
I know, she's covered in white dog hair now.
I have a picture I want to show IFG. It's my next cover photo.
Come out and tour all the spots. Yeah, I want to do that, Joel. How close is that to the Chicago Aquashella, though? Or not close at all? Like, I don't know. We're broke right now. This is like the slow time of year for my other business, the one that pays our bills. So it's difficult to make plans for that kind of stuff right now. But
what do you think, IFG? This is going to be my next thumbnail. You see it?
That's IFG's favorite pose.
I thought of you when I did that. I was like, ah.
Grey's Anatomy, psst, my wife watches that too. Can't stand it. I haven't tried to watch that. That's why I can't get mad at her for not watching The West Wing or any other show that I recommend to her. She asks about that. She says, I'm not going to watch Grey's Anatomy. Are you kidding me? But yeah, Kang Lee likes West Wing. See? Kang Lee watches it. So you should watch it. It's a phenomenal show. I don't agree 100% on the politics of that show. Most of it I do, but not all of it. But it's just a great show. What a great cast. And here I got to share a little story with you because this is what I do. 2002 or I don't know. Got called into the office when I was a police officer on Capitol Hill, working in the Capitol building at the time. Got called in and said, We need you to escort a VIP. I said, okay, that's not a problem. Who is it? They said, it's Bradley Whitford. I said, who's that? And they said, he's an actor. I said, okay, that's fine. So I met up with him. And there was another guy too. I don't remember his name. But it turned out to be the young boy that plays Charlie on West Wing. But I didn't know that at the time. When I saw Bradley Whitford in person, I recognized him from Billy Madison. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I did not even put it together that he played Josh Lyman on the West Wing. Spent probably 3 or 4 hours with him, escorting him around. Really good dude, really down to earth, easygoing. The kid, I don't know his name, that plays Charlie is a child. I mean, he's a kid. He was kind of walking behind us the whole time. I didn't even know he was an actor, so I didn't know anything about him. And it literally wasn't until watching The West Wing now that I'm like, oh my God, that's the kid that was with us the whole time. So anyway, but that's my Bradley Whitford story. And it was while he was, wow, somebody got a lot of messages deleted. What's going on in here? While he was recording The West Wing. And we actually saw them all the time out on Pennsylvania Avenue and stuff like that, filming. I never saw Martin Sheen or Rob Lowe or any of those people, but I did get to hang out with Bradley Whitford, and he was a super cool dude. So it definitely, and of course he's one of my favorite characters on that show, so that helps too. And that's probably the big reason why he's one of my favorites on that show. But I also loved him in the movie Get Out. If you have no idea who I'm talking about, he played the crazy dad on Get Out, Bradley Whitford. So he looks a lot older now, but come to Dallas, John and Lisa, IFG and Jay Wilson's down here in the area. You will get some Dallas Cowboys jerseys. No, that's not going to happen. I promise you that. But yeah, I would love to get down there. I know Jay's down there now.
He's going to be up here next weekend.
He's going to be at the Big Fish deal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, we might see him then. But I would love to go to Dallas, even though I hate, the Dallas Cowboys and any other Dallas teams. I just don't like any Dallas teams because of the Cowboys. But I would still love to go to Aquashella. Oh. I just don't know that it's in the cards for us right now. So I wish we could. I wish we could get one of those companies to just send us like others have had happen. That would be nice. But the Beagle has decided to come in and share some space with us here too. So anyway, what happened with this Carolina person? I don't know what happened there, but it obviously was something ugly. Let's see.
Candy put her in timeout.
Oh, I see now. Yep, you deserved that. Yep, you should be ashamed of yourself.
That
Candy,
looks
you have
like what happened to Rachel the other day.
You have my permission anytime when something stupid like that happens. You don't have to time them out. Just get rid of them. You're never going to get yelled at for me unless they're saying something bad about the Redskins. All right, so listen. Cowboys jerseys are good for cleaning out old canister filters. I wouldn't even use them for that because it might contaminate my tanks. No Cowboys jerseys, no Eagles jerseys. No way. It's not going to happen. So, look, it's 9:18, and I'm going to start breaking down here soon. So, it's time to shut things down. I've had a lot of fun. I kind of regret going down to once a week or once a month. But then again, it has given us that opportunity to focus on, I don't want to say what's more important, but focus on what we really want to focus on, which is 10 Things and Tank Talk. And now everybody's talking about football now. But and if we're going to go forward with these plans that her and I were arguing about the other day, then I'll, of course, be doing those videos on Thursdays. And that's really big. If this thing happens that we want to do or that we've been talking about, we've been arguing about, I'm right, she's wrong. I mean, of course. But
what are you even talking about?
The plans.
The plan that we talked about the other day?
When I was talking about how right I was and you were wrong. And yeah. So if that happens...
I think it ended in me being right. But whatever.
No. It'll still end up being the way I want it. But if we do that, it is definitely going to be something we're going to want to update you on, because it's going to be big. And it's the exact opposite of what I said I was going to do when I came back from my break back in September. It was going to be one tank. That was it. It was going to be that one. And that didn't last long. And now we're talking about expanding out of here into another area of the house. That's what we're talking about, not the garage. The garage in this house is a lot colder than I thought it was. I thought it was better insulated than it is. It's terrible. It's butt freezing outside, or out in the garage. There's a radio show called The Sports Junkies here, and everything they talk about is butt. It's butt funny. It's butt crazy. So that's why I said that. But anyway, it's very, very cold out in our garage. So it's in another area of the house. If it's going to happen, we will talk about it, but it would involve those two tanks. This is hard. The 275s that you see behind me, the two 125s, the 240, and a slew of nano tanks. So it would be a big deal, and it would be something to definitely show in a lot of videos and share with you. So that would be great for those Thursday videos, and then we got 10 things on Sundays, and then we got Tank Talk on Tuesdays. Beautiful thing. So even if we are going to go through with this plan, though, we're going to have to save up some money to do it. So who knows when it's going to happen, but definitely excited about it. And I think you will be too if we end up doing it. So anyway, I want to thank all of you for coming out. You want to say something before I sign things off? You want to? How about this? You say goodbye to everybody. Just shut us down here. How about that?
Shut us down. Well, I do see a comment from Paul Martin. Any hints on Lisa's new secret project? I have a lot of little projects, and I have been recording all of it. It's just a matter of time before I share stuff, but it'll get there. I'll get it out there eventually, but I've really gotten into smaller tanks, different things that I didn't used to be interested in, but I am now. So yeah, no hints, but yeah, I see a lot of people in here that I did want to say hi to, but now I'm gonna have to say bye to. But Rob, I wanted to say hi to you. I see you're in the chat, and tell
Rob
Tracy
too.
I said hi to Rob. Rob. Racing's.
Oh, well, I didn't see him.
Okay.
There's a couple of Robs, you know. I mean, there's Rob Lupton too.
Well,
I didn't see him. Oh, DeFreeze Aquarium. See,
Yeah.
I'm still not used to seeing that name. Hey, Rob.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, I don't know how to say bye. I'm one of those that'll talk forever, and you can never get me off the phone, or when I'm at your house, we're gonna talk forever. But anyway, I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Thank you for staying while I was in the room and chatting.
We had more people come on
I
when
know.
you were in here.
No, I think everybody loves John. He's so cute. But yeah, thank you for sticking around with me, and have a great night, and we'll see you next time.
King Lee says, Lisa, I would be more than happy to send you some guppies for one of your projects.
I would love that. I love guppies. I love guppies so much, and I like when they have babies, and yeah. Anyway, whatever. But
King
I love
Lee,
guppies.
we will be in touch, and we'll also be in touch to see if you want to get involved in our 10 things you should know about guppies video. Did I already message you about that? I don't think I did, but I'm gonna be. So yeah, you can expect to hear us about that. And don't send John and Lisa anything unless it's saltwater related.
No more saltwater.
Don't say that.
No, I don't want to do that.
I could do that, but yeah. Anyway, so yes, thank you all so much. And I forgot. I've got to do this. Thank you, Ben. I'm popping the shirt. I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
Ben Ochart sent us these. Came out of nowhere. Just
Very
sent
nice.
sent
Thank
us
you. Thank
with
you
a
so
nice
much.
holiday card. She got one too, and yeah, hopefully this one's too big for me soon. But it's awesome. I loved it, and yeah, I said, you know what? I'm gonna wear his shirt tonight. It's so brightly colored and so beautiful. So
John
thank you,
doesn't
Ben,
know
for
how
that.
to say bye either, so we're
I
gonna
don't.
be here
So
all night.
yeah, no, because I got to take my sleeping pills and go to bed. So thank you all so much for hanging out, and yeah, that's going to be about it. We'll see you in a month, unless you are a channel member, because then we're going to be talking about a private stream just for members only. I didn't do the last one because I had the flu and we were having a grandchild and all of that. So anyway, thank you all so much, and we'll see you on the first Thursday of next month.
Good night.